So today I am going to talk about anxiety and the superpower that we all possess that anxiety tries to take away from us. But more important than that, I am going to be talking about how we take the power back. So you might want to save this video and so that you can watch it to the end, because it definitely might be something relevant to you. It may well be relevant to you even if you're not an anxiety sufferer, because our most important superpower as humans always seems to kind of get lost in the mix of life. So what I'm going to tell you today could be beneficial for anybody, whether you have suffered with anxiety or not. And the superpower that I am talking about, that we all possess, but the reason that anxiety sufferers in particular lose sight of it is because we get so bogged down with everything else. We feel very negative a lot of the time. We do have a very much glass half empty rather than glass half full approach. A lot of anxiety sufferers are black and white thinkers, so something is good or something is bad. There's no in between. And because we think like that, we lose sight of one very, very important skill that we have, that we can give to others, that can really make a difference. And that superpower that I'm talking about is the power to inspire others. And I came across this when I started getting help for my anxiety. And I'm going to be sharing something with you today that I was asked to do. And it's not easy. I found it quite difficult. But it began a journey for me which has literally led me to this point today. So within us all, we all have the ability to inspire other people, but lots of us don't see it. And if we could all find that key and we could unlock that superpower, I genuinely believe that we could help so many other people. So part of why I started up this channel, part of why I'm building my website, part of why I'm doing everything that I'm doing is because I went through a really rough time 3 years ago. To give you a little bit of background information, I'd been employed all of my life. I had worked for my recent employer for over 10 years, and I was unfairly dismissed by them right in the midst of the first COVID lockdown, and that led to me taking them to an employment tribunal. I was unrepresented, so I had no legal help whatsoever. Me and my partner did it all ourselves. I was like mum by day and Erin Brockovich by night. And because I was so involved and because I was so in the mix and because it was so all consuming, and it was a really horrible process and it took so much away from me, although I felt low to start with and I lost my self-confidence and I lost my self-worth, and I found that the process was just kind of taking me even deeper into that. And that's when my anxiety really took hold. That's when my health anxiety really started. And I got to a point where I really did just feel that I was in quicksand. And as much as I was trying to dig myself out of this hole that I felt I was in, the more it was kind of just caving in. And that's what prompted me to get some help. And it was when I started getting that help that I started kind of unraveling all of the mixed up coloured pieces of string that had all been just thrown into the mix and all got just muddled up together, and I just didn't know how to separate them. And I really didn't think I was doing anything that good or that inspiring or really that would ever be of any benefit to anybody else. And it was only after my employment tribunal had finished, in that I'd had my final hearing and I got successful judgment, that I actually found a forum site of other people going through employment tribunals, and I registered on there, and I tried to help and give support to people. From that I ended up doing some webinars with companies who try and help people who are going through employment tribunals. And people kept saying to me all the time, you know, you're really inspirational and you've given me inspiration and you've given me determination to carry on. And, you know, what you said in that webinar or what you said in that comment to that other person. You know, I used to get like messages from people saying, you know, I've just read some comments that you put on the forum site to someone else. It's been really relevant to me. I've been searching for these answers. I'm at the end of my tether. Thank you so much. And I started thinking, but I don't really think I've done anything. Like, I don't really see how I'm really helping, because I'm just me. I'm just Lisa. I just kind of did it. And it really made me think back to an exercise that a lady asked me to do when I very first started getting help for my anxiety. And I really, really want anybody who's suffering with anxiety, or if you're feeling really down, or if you honestly think, well, I don't have anything within me to inspire anybody else. I've never done anything. I'm not, you know, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would say. Try this exercise, and I promise you that by the end of it, you will find something within yourself that you can use to inspire others and literally help other people who are struggling. So what I want you to do is really easy. I want you to get a pen and a piece of paper. You could do it on your phone if you want. And I want you to spend a week listing all of the qualities about yourself that are good. All of the things about yourself that you're proud of, all of the things that you're good at, all of the things that you've achieved. And when I was asked to do this, I wrote it down when she asked me to do it, because I was on the phone to her. And I said, yeah. And she said, oh, so next week when we talk, you know, just get a few things together. It doesn't matter if there's only one or two, you know. And I thought, yeah, I can do that. And then when I actually started thinking about it, I was absolutely lost what to put. And I thought, at that time, well, I don't have a job anymore. And they've told me I was really crap at my job. So I can't really put, you know, even though I thought I was pretty good, that I was sort of good at my job. I felt because I was giving so much time to my employment tribunal process, I wasn't giving enough time to the kids. So I felt I couldn't put down that I was a good mum. Everything with the house, like the shopping, the cooking, the cleaning, the washing, the ironing, all the daily chores and stuff, I just felt like it was a constant battle to keep up with it. So I thought, well, I can't really say I'm winning at that. And I found it really, really difficult. And you may well do this too. You may well find this difficult. If you don't, that's brilliant. But if you do, this is what the process is about. Because it's only when we really start looking at ourselves and analysing ourselves that it really makes us think. And when I spoke to her a week later, she said, what have you got for me? And I was like, do you know what? I said, I've thought really, really hard. And for the first few days, I couldn't come up with anything. But the only one thing that I've kind of come up with is that I think I'm quite easy to talk to, and I find it quite easy to talk to other people. I don't know if that's a quality. I don't know if it's a skill. I don't know if I'm really proud of it, but it's the only thing I've got. And she was like, but that's brilliant, isn't it? She was like, because without good communicators in life, and without people we can talk to, and without people who other people can talk to, where would we be? And I've kind of run with that. And since joining the Employment Tribunal forums and doing the webinars and different things like that, and giving some help and support to other people, what I do now and what I'm trying to do with these channels is now use my superpower of communication to talk about my experiences, to hopefully help other people. And even if I only help one person on this entire journey, it's still one person that I'm helping that I wouldn't have helped before. So please try this exercise out. I guarantee you that you will have something that you can give to help others and be an inspiration to others. And once you figure out what that is, the world is literally going to be your oyster. You're going to be able to take that superpower and you're going to be able to help other people. And even if it was a negative experience, it's going to help you turn that negative experience into something positive. Please drop a comment. Let me know if you've tried it and let me know what your superpowers are.